All right, back with some college football wrap up. So just talked NFL. Last week in college football, pretty good week. I mean, what did you guys think of some of these games? I mean, obviously the Notre Dame Texas A&M game was exciting. Uh, Georgia Tennessee, like, come on.
Yeah. I only got to watch the Notre Dame game that I watched the second half, which was pretty that was an incredible ending. Um geez, I mean, I did pick Texas A&M, but honestly I never really seen the quarterback play.
Yeah,
He's
Reed's
good.
good.
You know, I mean, he's got a chance here. They play you know, Auburn this week at home, but yeah, Notre Dame's 0-2. And again, when you're the one thing about them is they are the independent in the playoff scenario. They could win out and get in the playoffs with only two losses. I don't think they could do it with three. So that was a big loss for Notre Dame, um, and a big win for Georgia. I picked Tennessee to win. I wasn't too surprised, but Georgia looks like they're back. You know, and
Man,
I
Tennessee really blew it.
they did blow it. Yeah.
It's interesting about Texas A&M, Marcel Reed, like you look at his stats and you look at the schedule they play, he runs the ball really well. He keeps throwing the ball really well. This guy could be up there, right there for the Heisman.
Yeah, they're already talking about Heisman, because of the schedule, how it plays out.
Yeah, that's interesting when you look at him, his schedule, you watch him play, you're like, man, this guy, I think he could win the Heisman. So, but what a great game that was, back and forth all the way down to the end. I mean, Notre Dame 0-2 to start. You got to start to worry a little bit if you're at Notre Dame, right? Barely ranked in the top 25.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll get it together. I think they can win out to us. I mean, possibly, but it's not like Notre Dame is Notre Dame. Everyone thinks, oh yeah, they're back. It's like it's a different era of college football. I think it's just there's more parity than there was back in the 80s and 90s. It was Notre Dame and everybody else. It's not that Notre Dame. Yeah, they had a great year last year. This year they could fall off, and it's that's just kind of the landscape now of college football, especially with the NIL. You have shifting everything's shifting. It's different programs, and then back to those programs and away from it. It's just there's more parity. So
And Notre
Yeah.
Dame only plays one ranked team left, and that's number 24 USC.
yeah.
Yeah, they've already dropped all the way down to 24 ranked though.
Well, if they win out, they'll be in the top 12. No. Other
Yeah,
teams are
that's
going to take losses. It's probably going to be a
yeah,
bloodbath. In the SEC, it could be a bloodbath.
right.
There are going to be a lot of 2, 3 loss teams.
Right. And then you got to question, does Notre Dame fit in there if they don't play anybody and the people they
Yeah.
did play they lost to?
Well, we don't even know if there's going to be because there's no Boise State. So what are we looking at for who's going to be the
At
non-power conference?
large. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
at large team, and it's not going to be Boise State for sure. So, and that slot designated. I mean, they got they're. I mean, if you projecting their favorites, and they're probably favorites in the rest of their games. So you're projecting them to be in the playoff. They went out
Well,
with
you're
that.
gonna have
Well,
you're gonna
you
have
have
teams
South
that pop
Florida.
up though, right? Teams are gonna pop up with their records with one loss or sometimes undefeated teams from these at large or smaller conferences, and then you got to decide: do you take a two-loss Notre Dame over an undefeated, you know, UAB or
Well,
Marshall or something
it's
like that?
Well, I guess if South Florida wins the remaining of the games, are they going to say beating Boise State and Florida enough to be better than Notre Dame?
Right. Even if they have one loss.
We're getting killed by Miami.
Yeah.
And that's another game that was a little surprising, just how Miami just kind of worked over South
Oh
Florida.
yeah, Beck just picked them apart.
Yeah. And
And then they couldn't stop the run. I mean, they were really overmatched.
yeah.
That would have been a cool story, but no, not much chance there. Let's see. Let's jump into this week actually, because
Well, I wanted to talk about one other game.
oh yeah, go ahead.
New Mexico, UCLA.
Oh gosh.
Oh God. Yeah, I watched the second half of that one. Yeah.
I mean, this quarterback just got to be kicking himself.
Nico. And he didn't look good.
He got his
It's
coach
not it's
fired.
yeah, I mean they fired Deshaun Foster, but let me tell you, like New Mexico ran through them. It wasn't like this is this is they're throwing they couldn't UCLA couldn't stop the run. And they can't run the ball. And they don't throw the
Bankston,
ball effectively.
so their one running back, Bankston, had 154 yards, averaging 10 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Then the other running back, McKinney, had 89 yards. And then a third running back had 48 yards.
I mean, you can't blame the quarterback on that one.
No, but I mean, when Nico was 22 of 34 for 217 yards.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
now he can transfer again, though.
Yeah,
here's the thing.
but
It's
he's not
like
going to get that money.
you gotta keep up if New Mexico of all teams is running through your defense, that means that you gotta throw for 400 yards. And he's not doing it. And he's throwing interceptions. That interception at the end, that was just ugly. It's just that's a dumpster fire.
Yes, it is. Did you
It's
see
a
him?
program.
Did no fans coming out to watch him? Like
No.
it's horrible,
No, and that's that, and they're the ones that destroyed the Pac-12 pretty
right?
much.
Yeah. Good luck in the Big Ten.
It's not
Yeah.
looking good so far.
Yeah, you're gonna wish you're back because you're gonna get embarrassed the whole season.
Yeah.
And Nico, enjoy the money. That's all you got to show for the season.
Well, that's what he did it for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You better save it because he's not getting any NFL money.
yeah, what a horrible story. So week 4 technically here in college football. It's a few good top 25 games, but there's also just a couple other games that are interesting as well. So I think the first one coming up there is the Texas Tech Utah. That's Saturday morning. Both starting 3-0. Utah's at home. I mean, you don't know what either of these teams really are. They haven't really played much. Both putting up a lot of stats, dominating the other teams they're playing. Texas Tech looks like they got a good passing game. Utah usually has a great defense, and they're at home. So this should be a fun game. I think Utah probably wins this at home, but Texas Tech puts up a lot of yards. So
Texas Tech is number 1 in points per game, number 2 in total yards, number 2 in passing yards. So it's offense versus defense.
well, and Utah's got a pretty good running quarterback in what's his name, Dampier. He's leading the team in rushing and passing, obviously, but Texas Tech's defense isn't great, so they're going to have to also shut down Utah's offense.
Yeah. Well, and then Dampier was with New Mexico last year.
Yeah, I remember the guy. Yeah.
So that's a tough pick right out of the gate. What do you guys think?
I'm taking Texas Tech.
Yeah, it's a coin flip. I'm just gonna take Texas Tech.
Well, the Red Raiders on the road.
It's not like they're playing
Uh,
Alabama here. I mean,
well, how bad is this Oregon State game now? 34 and a half point favorites in
yeah,
Autzen.
they
Oregon
lost by
State just
30.
got blown out.
They lost by 31 last week to Texas Tech. So I say Oregon covers that.
Oh man. What a rivalry gone wrong.
I'm just happy they're playing, but it's going to be a massacre.
Uh,
Yeah.
Auburn at Oklahoma. That's an interesting game. Got Auburn jumped into the top 25 here. Oklahoma jumped up to 11. They're at home, 6.5 favorite. That's
Who's
on
at
ABC.
Who's at home?
Oklahoma.
Oh,
I like their quarterback. Mater, is that his name?
Yeah. Was it he's younger than Arch Manning?
Well, he's definitely better than Arch Manning.
oh, enough of the Arch Manning commercials, man.
Oh my
Didn't want the
gosh.
glasses. What is that? The don't want the glasses? I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, give it up, dude. Yeah, you look like you'll be on a computer after your college career ends, dude, because the way you're playing,
Did
your occupation.
did you see they had it where like they had Eli and Peyton on for one of the games and then Arch threw an interception and
Yeah,
they
I saw the meme. Yeah,
and Peyton's like he
he's adopted.
not related to us or
Yeah. He's not related to it. Mater, he is kind of Arch Manning-esque because he runs the ball real well too. You know, one thing Arch does is run the ball well, but Mater, he's a dual threat quarterback.
let's just, talk about the fact that Washington State is churning out quarterbacks here because Cam Ward was at Washington State, transfers to Miami. Mateer was at Washington State, transfers to
Right.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're like kind of the farm
Yeah.
uh
They're farming
farm
out
team
quarterbacks.
for the top 10, the NIL programs.
Well, I guess when you don't have a conference anymore and you don't get to go to the Big Ten, you got to do something. At home though, Oklahoma, you got to like them. Oh, Michigan at Nebraska. Oh man, Michigan's only 1.5 point favorite though. Nebraska 3-0. You beat number 21 Michigan. Let's go.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, Cola's. I mean, you got two quarterbacks. Under was it Underwood, Michigan? Um,
Yeah, he's solid. He he needs to get Underwood needs to run the ball a little bit more. He needs to get out
yeah,
of the pocket. He's not great passing the ball. He's not a great pocket passer. Like he's efficient. He's good enough, but he needs to use his legs a little bit more. But they have to run the ball. Like that's what they're going to do. Michigan's going to come out and they're just going to hammer the run. But it's in Nebraska.
Here's the thing is, this is Raiola's game because when is he going to step up and be what everyone thought he was going to be?
Yeah. I mean, he's having a good start to the season. Granted, they haven't played anybody, right? So this is the
Here's
first
here's
test.
your here's your make you game, right?
Yes.
You try to look like Mahomes, now play like it.
Well, what he has to do is get rid of the ball quickly, right? Don't let Michigan's defense get to him. Throw it a high percentage like he's been throwing all year. He's over 75% completion percentage. Take what they give you, right? And move the ball. If Michigan runs down their throat, then they're not going to win that game. Besides, let's see. Oh, Indiana, Illinois is a good game. Illinois up to number 9. Indiana breaks top 20 into number 19. I also like that Illinois quarterback, Altmaier, is that his name? Let's see. Yeah, Luke Altmaier. He's pretty solid. 8 touchdowns, no interceptions this year.
Well, this is when games are really starting to matter. First couple weeks, it's like everybody's good. Now you're going to see who's really good, and so this is a good um, this is a good test for both these programs to see who's a legitimate contender and who's just like played a cupcake schedule and just
Yeah, and
it's Big
it's in
Ten play.
Indiana though. That's tough.
Yeah, it's just home field matters a lot here when you have two evenly matched teams. So
Well, Indiana's a 6.5 point favorite at home, but they're ranked 19th. Illinois is ranked 9th.
yeah, home field advantage.
Oh, and Washington State going at it. There's
Yep.
another one that's Washington by 20 and a half.
But I forgot Washington State got beat by annihilated by North Texas. What? I was like,
no, they got annihilated.
I mean, did they just put out a team of walk-ons this year? Like, how do you get beat by North Texas? Like by over 40, I think it was. It's
59 to 10.
59-10 to North Texas. I mean, what is it? The Armadillos? I mean, what's going on here in Texas?
They're the Mean Green.
Huh?
The Mean Green.
The Mean Green. I mean, Jesus. They're looking at an at-large bid.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah.
Looks like most of the other, the top 10 seem to have it pretty easy. LSU and Texas are playing Southeast Louisiana and Sam Houston. But Miami, they got Florida. Florida hasn't been easy.
Go Florida. Every time I look at their schedule, it's not fair.
Just hurts a little bit inside.
It's not. I mean, yeah, there's 2 unranked teams out of their next 8 games, but they don't play anybody that's under 15th in the country right now.
Yeah, that'll obviously change a little, but it doesn't even matter. It's teams, it doesn't matter what they're ranked. Those teams are such quality teams.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about it.
Look at Vanderbilt, 3-0.
Well, I mean,
they just beat South Carolina, right?
Yeah,
they beat South Carolina
handily, 31-7.
Yeah, what happened now? Lenoris Sellers is not like everyone was talking about him. Now, not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not bad, but he seems a little limited. Like he can do both, he can run and throw, but not great at either of them. So, all right. Well, any final college football thoughts here to wrap it up? Boy, South Carolina's not even ranked anymore.
Very early, and like I said, it's conference plays starting to ramp up, and you're gonna see who's legit,
right?
Who's not.
Well, Clemson is obviously not.
Oh, Dabo, he started going after the media, like, where would we be at if I wasn't here? We win. Look at our, it's like we get it, but the noise all off season, like you're tapping into NIL. You got the Heisman front runner, like that. You guys are gonna put up points. You guys aren't putting up points, and it's got to be alarming because you're not putting up points, and you got this. One of the top quarterbacks in the country. He's just not playing well, and he gets mad at the media. It's like, why are you getting mad?
Well, even you didn't play well against Troy. It's like, come on, dude. Like you got to take some responsibility for your team.
That talk about winning out. They got to win. I mean, they could win the ACC in the end, but Miami's going to be right there. There's teams that are going to cause them problems. It's not a given they win out.
No, they still got Florida State.
Yeah.
And I mean, the way they're playing, doesn't maybe they could not be anybody on their schedule.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want to play NC State.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's talking. I mean, they look pretty good, and they got a really good quarterback too. So Clemson better start scoring points because even a team like NC State, you're going to have to put up some points to beat that team.
We'll put them on Clemson watch and Dabo on the hot seat. All right. Well, we'll wrap up college there and come back with weekly movie review. So stick around. We got Charlie Sheen movies coming up.